Welcome back to AV Veterans Talk. We're continuing our conversation with this week's guest, Amanda Parrell. So we're back here with Amanda, United States Navy vet. So the time came for you to leave. You were down in the valley there, so you went through the AFI station, down there on Wilshire and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that very well from the 70s. I probably a little different for you guys, a little bit, the insanity of that station.
It's, a lot of people, they always said, you're leaving early in the morning.
Yep.
Expect to be there all day.
Yep.
And there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot. But they did it fairly well organized.
Yeah.
They weren't too bad. It's just so many people going in.
Yeah. I remember I had to be there at 5:45, and it was a heartache because you had to say your goodbyes down there in the parking lot because everybody's from the Antelope Valley, so it's like, yeah, you're gone, and going up there and doing the last, your physicals on that one floor. I remember doing the stuff. I never saw, the only time I saw other, women down there and stuff was when we did the swearing in ceremony. Mm-hmm. And different things. Well, it's in the Navy. I think you guys had your own floor. I was a wing nut, so we were on our own floor and things like that. But it was an experience, right? Like I said, from the guys' point and stuff and everything, you have no pride when you're going through that process. But it is a little foreboding, stuff, because you realize when that bus comes and they haul you off because you went to Great Lakes, correct?
I went to Great Lakes, Illinois.
Yeah, stuff, and we went to Lackland and things like that, and they take you down to LAX, get on the airplane.
We stayed the night in a hotel.
The Roosevelt?
No, it was the 4 Point Sheridan.
Oh,
we stayed all of us.
Sheridan.
Yeah, they have us stay all there. There was a group. How many? I think nine of us. Mm-hmm. We were all within the San Gabriel Valley area. Mm-hmm. And only one was from my station.
Yeah.
But we all stayed at that hotel, and then we had a shuttle pick us up about crack of dawn and got us over to LAX. So when I did arrive at boot camp, there was only 4 girls that showed up, and we were 2 days early.
Oh, wow.
And it was raining.
Yeah, of course.
And I wore some soggy Smurfs for a good week.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, we were in with the Air Force aspect of it, and stuff. When everybody shows up at basic, you're in your street clothes, and they call us the rainbow flights because we were always colorful, and stuff, because we had no green uniforms and things like that. As you're marching around, and here come the rainbows, and you were so glad to get into your issued GI stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So question I was thinking about and kind of stuff, Navy boot camp for a female and stuff. Now, do you train beside the guys, or were you guys separate?
No, actually, what they do, there's only 2 different areas of where it possibility of division differentiation. Mm-hmm. You have where the females are mixed with males. So my division was all male female. Mm-hmm. But then you have, like my husband. Yeah. His was strictly all male division.
Right.
So you saw some of those.
Right.
But mine, I was trained with the males.
Right.
Except for when we got beat. Yeah, we had to wait for our sister division, all the girls to leave to bring the guys in, and we got beat together.
Yeah, nice.
Nice little family.
Yeah, you pay the price to get this stuff. It's military service. Yep. So when you're going through that training, and the chow, the whole thing. What time of the year did you go through? By the way, first.
Oh, mine was fall. Mine was the latter part of summer, which was actually cooler weather. Yeah. It wasn't hot. Yeah. So I went in August. I finished in October.
Oh,
so
you lucked out.
I lucked out. I didn't get all the snow, but I did get a lot of the rain. Yeah. But I didn't get the allergy issues. But the cold, I don't know what it is with Illinois. Yeah. It's not to the bone. No. It's very dry. Right. So you can withstand the cold.
Yeah. So as luck would have it, you were in boot camp when 9/11 happened. I had a couple other young men and stuff that were serving had the same thing happen, and there was a whole dynamic change to military service as of that day because suddenly you became focused. We were on a war footing then, and everything changed for you. when you were in boot camp and you could you see things were changing drastically?
I saw in the very beginning it was, I'm not going to say it was lax, but you had some form of, they had their structure.
Yeah.
It was, they went through and followed through. But right when 9/11 happened, it was, everything changed because my sister division, the females, the majority were from New York.
Yeah.
So you saw a whole change in my birthing.
Yeah.
Then you saw RDCs kind of got together. It's just they felt for anybody that was from New York.
Right.
Because they're worried about your family,
Yeah.
friends, everything.
Oh, absolutely.
But then you saw the whole everything from going from boot camp to A school, first command. Navy was completely different.
Yeah.
It was not the stories that I heard.
Yeah.
My husband had the experience of the old.
Yeah.
And then right when 9/11 happened he said completely different.
It was all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all gone because it got real serious real fast.
And it stayed serious the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. So the graduation there was probably a little more intense, I guess, because I've seen friends of mine Navy graduation. You were indoors, or were you outdoors? Indoors?
Yeah, we were indoors.
So, did you have family fly out, or did you do it like I did, kind of like the independent contractor?
No, actually no. I had my mom and my stepdad. They took a train from California all the way to Great Lakes.
Oh, right.
So they were there and they recorded my whole graduation.
Yeah, yeah. And so when that happened, I guess we'll get into your next phase of your life. So it was actually your tech school came after that. We'll talk a little bit about that, where you ended up at, and then we'll continue on your actual service into a country. So we'll be right back after this break with Amanda. I'm Bob Alvis, and thanks for joining us for this segment of AV Veterans Talk.